Hello everyone, welcome back to Unday Radar Talks. SoFi Technologies stock rose 3.75% on Friday. The stock has risen for 3 consecutive trading days, with a cumulative gain of nearly 10%. The current price of the stock is already significantly above the 5-day moving average, and it is still rising. There seems to be no sign of a large amount of capital withdrawing from the stock. Due to the rise in late August, the stock has some locked funds at the level of $7.60, but when the stock price returned to this position this time, it did not seem to encounter much resistance, indicating that this position is not the starting point of the stock price reversal. Bulls still dominate the market pricing power, but the question is how much room for the stock to rise. The stock fell sharply on September 10th but rebounded strongly, and the trading volume on that day was significantly enlarged, which shows that the stock has strong long capital support below $7, which may come from early August, which is also the driving force for the stock price to continue to rebound. After the close of September 13th, the stock had a large number of positions between $7.20 and $7.60, some of which came from July and August, but now this area seems to have turned from resistance to support again, which means that it is not so easy for the bears to drag the stock price down. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart of the stock. We can see that the stock price fell deeply in the morning of September 10th with a large trading volume, and then the bulls began to fight back and tried to pull up the stock price, indicating that there was a lot of capital at this position to take over the chips sold by the bears. Then the bulls started a continuous counterattack mode, and the bears hardly gave an effective counterattack, indicating that the power of the bears has weakened a lot. But the stock opened high on September 13th, and it seemed that some bears tried to sell chips during the session to prevent the stock price from rising further, but the bulls tried to fight back again and maintain the stock price in the late trading. But this also added some suspense to the stock's future performance. It would not be surprising if the stock price fell slightly next, but the bulls would not let it go too far. Let's take a look at the capital flow data of this stock. We can see that the net capital inflow of this stock on September 10th was as high as $17.6 million, which is consistent with its trading volume performance, because a large amount of long capital flowed into the market on that day to take over the chips sold by the shorts, so the stock price can return strongly. It is worth noting that the net capital inflow of this stock on September 13th was $363,000, but the trading volume on that day was higher than the previous 2 trading days, which means that the proportion of capital outflowing from the market on that day increased, which is consistent with the previous analysis. But this is not a large-scale withdrawal of capital, so I don't think it will affect the bullish trend of this stock. Let's take a look at the market position distribution data of this stock. As mentioned earlier, the stock has a large number of positions distributed between $7.20 and $7.60, and $7.40 is the middle area, so even if the stock price pulls back next, it should find support before dropping to $7.40, but I don't think the bulls will necessarily give the bears a chance. The bears seem to have released most of their chips in the early September decline, so the recent rebound in the stock price has not encountered much resistance. The stock is still in an upward trend, so the bulls may continue to push the stock price up. As for the target price, the data gives a resistance position of $7.90, which I agree with, but I am more aggressive and set the target price at $8.1. Of course, it is also possible to break through the highest price in August. Okay, guys, this is my price forecast for SoFi Technologies stock. Thank you for watching. If you like my analysis, please click the subscription button and give a thumbs up. I will bring you more latest price forecasts for popular stocks later. See you in the next video.